So the difference then, the reason why Quebec didn't separate and why your model says Alberta will, and I'm going to take a guess here, I'm going to go out on a limb, it is because when Quebec was talking about separation, it was a cultural thing. It was a language thing. It was, with Alberta, it's an economic thing. There's a huge financial benefit for Albertans to separate.
In this report, I dealt with Alberta. Since we have so many clients in Canada. And I laid out how to do it. And this is what I would say. You don't want to become the 51st state. And you don't want to be like Quebec, sovereign within Canada. You want to be a separate sovereign. Now, I know people are saying, oh, you do that, your real estate's going to fall. Sorry. What you do is very simple. No income tax. You don't need it anyhow, okay? You have a corporate income tax, max 15%. All right? That's the maximum you can do. And you create a constitution that cannot be changed. All right. And no, like Florida, no income tax. You'd have to change the constitution to even do it. What will happen? Everybody and their divorced brother-in-law will want to come there. I would open an office there. Why? Because you would basically create a watershed event. All right. You would be setting the stage to show the world this is the way out. All right. Look, I reorganized, multinational companies. I got to know Margaret Thatcher. The Japanese wanted to get into Europe for the coming euro, etc. And so I made this decision what countries to go to. We had to look at what they needed, etc. If they needed the best tax deal, I was putting airlines in Ireland. If they needed the highest skilled for a worker, like car manufacturers, etc., I was putting them in Britain. And Maggie had heard that this rumor that there's this guy sending companies to Britain. I happen to have known her personal economic advisor, Sir Alan Walters. And he said, yeah, that's Marty. She says, there is a guy, you know him? He says, yeah, I want to meet him. So that's how I got to meet Maggie. She even came and spoke at I think it was our 1996 conference. And she asked me, why are you doing this? And I said, look, if I pay a worker the same price here in Britain versus Germany, all right, all the regulations and things that a worker does not see, all right, those costs are 40% higher in Germany than they are here in Britain. So I am going to put those that need skilled labor here. And she's had no idea. And I showed her, look, this is how we make decisions. And we do it for major companies around the world. And it all depends, who they are. I put some in Macedonia. Why? I got a 25-year guarantee from the government not to raise taxes. You can't attract a company, build this plant here, and they spend $3-5 billion to build it. Oh, okay, fine. Our tax rate's 15%. Thank you very much. It's now 35%. You can't do this. All right. If I don't put anybody in Iran, why? Simply because they've nationalized assets before. It's country risk.